As men, you often grow up hearing subtle and sometimes not so subtle messages that tell us, boys don't cry. You need to be strong, be stoic, man up. This creates a heavy burden, an often familial and certainly social stigma that prevents men from openly discussing their problems, truly connecting with their emotions, or seeking the support you need. And it can feel like you have to carry it all alone. So this session is for any man looking to release that societal pressure, that fear of judgment, and the heavy feeling of having to always be tough. We'll open to the truth that true strength lies in vulnerability, and that expressing your emotions is a path to deeper self-healing and connection with others. In short, everything I genuinely wish you had been taught and allowed your entire life. As a young boy full of kindness and endless energy, as a teenage boy as confused, as uncertain as any girl, and as a young man beginning to spread your wings. Emotions and vulnerability are not weakness, they are human, natural, and so important to explore. So I'm glad you're here and giving yourself permission to express them now, whatever stage of life you're at. And if you're curious, you can see in the description box for a few articles on the research, the science on how this works to help rewire neural pathways from negative into positive ones. For today, rate yourself on a 1 to 10 scale of how all this, as I talk about it, makes you feel today, right now. And we'll check back in after tapping to see where that's at. If you get overwhelmed, that's totally normal. Just keep tapping and breathing and letting any memory or emotion or sensation in your body that's come up, just kind of acknowledge it, see it for what it is, and let it process through. And then go back to repeating after me when you can. So that's it. Just tap with and repeat after me. Even though there's a stigma that prevents men from openly discussing their problems, I deeply and completely honor myself and my emotions. Even though I felt pressure as a man to be stoic and hide my emotions, I deeply and completely love and honor myself. And I begin to give myself a path for emotions to show. Even though I might fear judgment for showing vulnerability, I acknowledge it all anyway. And I give myself permission to share my true voice with compassion and ease. Even though this burden to hold it all in as a man feels heavy, I deeply and completely love and support myself as I heal this. Always pressured to be tough as a man. We're men, we don't talk about problems. That feels so isolating. I need to talk about how I feel, but I'm so worried about judgment. I'm worried about judgment from other men and women. Expressing feelings feels like everyone is going to see me as weak. Why are you getting all emotional? Man up. Be brave. Boys don't cry. I needed to cry. I wanted to show my true feelings. That should never have been suppressed. This heavy societal expectation. What are you, a girl? Acting as if vulnerability makes us a woman? Hold on, that makes us both sound weak. That's wrong. So dangerous for all of us in society. I hate that this has been put on men, on me. Why can't I show how I feel like anyone else, gender irrelevant? Emotions make us all human. That was so unfair. I want to create space for vulnerability, for real connection. I allow myself that now. I allow myself to be vulnerable, to connect with others. It's okay to access my own feelings and express them freely. Any negative beliefs about showing my emotions as a man, I release and let that go now. All the pressure, all the stigma from society, family, friends to keep my feelings in check, I drop that. Drop it here, drop it now. Any pain or lingering anger about having to keep my feelings in check, I let that go too. I'm okay, it's okay. It's safe to heal now and express myself moving forward. I choose to embrace my emotional depth now. It's safe to express my feelings. I'm releasing the need or pressure to always be stoic. I acknowledge and allow my vulnerability to be a strength. Yeah. I'm opening up to sharing and support more and more each day. I allow myself the freedom and support of emotional expression. I am strong enough to be vulnerable. I accept and honor all of my emotions. I acknowledge the courage it takes to share my truth. I'm connecting deeply with myself and my emotions more every day. Starting with myself, I'm creating a new path for men's emotional health and vulnerability. Embracing true masculine strength now. By giving myself space to navigate and express emotions freely. I give myself emotional freedom now. I allow myself to be openly authentic. I acknowledge the power I bring myself and others when I'm vulnerable. So I drop all these old stigmas for myself and for other men. I push back gently against societal pressure to stay silent as a man. I look for ways to help men connect in kindness and compassion. I embrace, learn, and begin to teach other men true emotional strength through sharing. I honor myself for walking this path and taking the time for my own healing. Take a deep breath. See where you are on that 1 to 10 scale. Embracing emotional vulnerability is huge. It's a really powerful step towards deeper inner healing and greater connection between anybody or, that you want to now, or just moving forward with anybody you come across. So it's incredibly amazing healing that you're doing. You're more likely to raise your sons or teach other young nephews, students, men in your community how better to express their emotions. And on a basic human level, they absolutely deserve that validation, freedom, clarity, the same as you here doing this. And as a female, we have our own pressures when it comes to how and when we express ourselves. So I'm well aware of the intensity and pressure of this particular topic, although it's slightly different for us. Also, as a female, I thank you for being here for yourself, because again, you absolutely deserve to have your feelings and thoughts and wishes and dreams validated. But also because we know that repressed emotions can often lead to negative interactions between males and females, from avoidance or detachment, which can have their own problems, but also to dangerous mentalities that lead to numerous forms of abuses. So as a female and as a girl mom, thank you for being here. We both know what they mean when they say be a man, but in my mind, you being here, even viewing this video, that's what a real man looks like. So good for you. Remember that tapping is a process, so it may take a few rounds. It is rewiring neural pathways that may have been instilled in you from the time you were a child. And so over time, those familiar or societal pressures, their anxieties, their reactions, it's overwritten with positive and powerful encouragement, the statements we say while we're tapping. So go back now if you can and do another session if you're not at 0, or give it once or twice a day until you realize that fear or stigma around emotional expression is gone. To the gentleman who requested this video, I hope it's close to what you were looking for. I thank you for reaching out to me with such honesty and about a topic that I absolutely agree needs to be rectified throughout society around the world. If there's more I can help you with, better phrasing, certain memories that have you stuck, please reach back out and let me know. For everyone watching, please share your thoughts in the comments, or just let me know how else I can help with this or any other issue you're struggling with, whether it's a male-specific topic or about your career, a fear of failure or success in taking up a hobby or a new job, or any other fear of, say, spiders or snakes. I've done those, but like that. Any negative belief you have, relationship issues with your partner, your parents, your kids, anything, I'm happy to try. If this session helped, please like and subscribe to get notified of new videos, of course. And I'll have more male-specific topics coming out and many others. So yeah, take a look around my playlist to see what else might be useful for you. Also, if you can, please do share, drop a comment, even just an emoji. It does help us grow as YouTubers, and I am grateful for the engagement. If you belong to any forums or chat groups that might, people that might benefit, please do attach this link, and hopefully it gets in front of someone who's also struggling, a man who is struggling also, to know that it's okay to express those feelings. It's okay to feel those feelings, and certainly to express them. And the more that we do so, we learn to communicate better. We are able to better, express those emotions, or sometimes even just acknowledge them without reacting to them. Not every emotion requires a reaction, and some emotions we're better off not reacting to right in the moment. We could say or do something that we can't take back later. Make a decision kind of rashly that we don't mean to, or sometimes it's just somebody pushing your buttons to do it, and that's more about them than it is about you, and it's just not even worth the time or the the effort. And the more we're attuned to our emotions, we can kind of sit back for a second and just watch and say, nah, not today, or that needs to be addressed. And it's either addressed like right now, something we need to put a halt to. If you're watching somebody treat somebody in a way that, no, we're not, that's not what we're going to do right here, right now, at least not in front of me. Or it's something where you say, I should probably talk to them about that later. I don't think that came across how they thought it would. So that way you're not, the same way we would feel, somebody calling us out for something that may shame us or embarrass us, and we didn't mean it like that, and you realize that, and so you're able to go to the person and say, did you know? But all those things are easier when we're able to express our own emotions and really connect with our own emotions and be vulnerable. Then we can, take a step back and let other people do the same and decide how to best react to it, instead of constantly pushing everything down, because that either explodes at some point, or you live your whole life like that, and that just stinks, because you're kind of then never getting to be your true self, and you deserve to do that. So I'll see you in the next video, and take care of yourself. Later.